So here we go. Jon4thaN and Vo on CPMA. Vo is one map up to nothing of Jon4thaN. Let's watch Jon4thaN's POV trying to escape Vo's clutches. Vo, neither of them have picked up any armor off of the start of this game. Jon4thaN just smartly trying to pick the armor that is going to result in him taking the least damage, and he does that very well, doesn't take any damage. He has the weapon advantage, the health and armor advantage very so slightly, and now not anymore. Does land the rails, so he's in a good position now to reign supreme on these high areas. Got to watch that teleporter exit, but no, Vo is going to play for the back yellow that Jon4thaN so definitely took originally. And Vo with the rocket jump up. Aggressive play. Wow, he just forced his way onto that armor and Jon4thaN couldn't do anything about it. I think Jon4thaN was so shocked and so unprepared for it that he couldn't correctly handle that situation. We've got Vo now in great shape. Well, 59 health isn't great shape, but he's got the weapons and Jon4thaN doesn't, and he's got the armors now, and look at him using that rocket jump to just as this tool of position to create good positioning for himself at a moment's notice. And that is how dynamic CPM 1v1 can be. Rocket jumps become so much better in CPM because you can do so much more with them. And Jon4thaN finally getting the frag on Vo, and predictive rocket out of the teleporter manages to kill Vo, and now he's got solidified control, catching Vo on the low levels. Really good rocket to finish Vo off. He could have taken a lot more damage there had he not killed Vo off so quickly, and now he has a lot of weapons to work with. Vo not expecting him to come out that teleporter, and he suffers for it. Jon4thaN running control here, tying up the game, using the rocket jumps as well to force Vo away from this yellow. And what is Vo going to do? He has to play for the long range shots. He can't take a full engagement, although after landing that rail things do change. Vo could take an engagement, and there we go, hits another rail. Oh wow, he goes for the engagement. Jon4thaN hits an amazing rail though, and they take each other out, and Jon4thaN with the much worse position off of that double respawn situation. But it is a tied game, and Vo's looking to tie it up again, and Jon4thaN getting taken out by Vo, and let's switch back over to Vo. Vo now with the position and the weapons, not hitting the shots as Jon4thaN whizzes by him, but he is getting these armors, and as we discussed previously, if you're not familiar with this map, there is only 2 yellow armors, and that is it for big items. Wow, landing on that health, stopping the crater. Health spawning for him just in time. And Jon4thaN, what are you going to do, man? Vo's really weak, but I guess you're going to make it happen. And here we go, shot off battle, and Jon4thaN finally finishes him off. Excellent rocket off the spawn. I feel like it is a difficult map to commentate. If we go kind of meta here for a second, there's a lot of decision making going on at the very kind of subconscious level of these players, because really this map is a map that's about like these instantaneous decisions for positioning, and you have to recognize opportunities straight away because it's such a small map and it's so fast paced, and there's only 2 armors, meaning that like fighting is like the better fighter is going to have an advantage, because the fights will mean so much. Because like if you win a fight, how stacked can you actually get? Well, you can't actually get that stacked after you win a fight. You can only get to like 100, 150, and that's your stack. 2 rockets, and then take 2 bad rockets, and you're down to like 80 health or something all of a sudden, and a rail will kill you. It's an interesting map. But anyway, getting back into this. Vo making 2 frags, coming back into this with 2 HP, needs desperately some health. Jon4thaN doesn't realise he can just machine gun him down. Vo getting way much more damage there than he should have been able to, and getting the frag on Jon4thaN and solidifying, well, as much as possible in this map, solidifying his control. And we can see this map in action here. Like, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Just hitting the shots matters. That's all that matters on this map. Hitting the rails, hitting the shafts. That's all you need. Getting the spawn frags, hitting the angles. Vo showing form. Jon4thaN now, he can't. He's got 5 minutes left and he can't let up on his own pressure. Oh, he's playing the teleporter. I don't know what you want to call it, the teleporter game where you dance in and out of the teleporter trying to get the rail shots, but it doesn't work out for him there. And here he is getting the rail shots, whittling Vo down. And if you do whittle them down enough, a rail here and then a death, a rail again before another death, you exchange a couple frags. If you can then get the next frag cleanly, then you're in this position all of a sudden where you can get a bunch of spawn frags as well as a good healthy armor lead on the opponent, and then they're going to be in the position to try and do the same sort of thing that you were doing, where they need to whittle you down and try and get a clean pickup of some armor and weapons. And here we see Vo making a lot of spawn frags. I mean, you can make a lot of spawn frags on this map. There's quite a lot of spawns that are visible. And delaying the spawns is really important so that you don't eat the spam rockets onto the spawns, because that is a very common thing that people attempt to do. And Jon4thaN in position on this yellow, and such a close battle there. Vo managing to come out on top, and look, he's so low. He manages to escape to get the 50, and is the yellow going to be there for him? Oh, catches Jon4thaN so well with the shaft there. Such a good engagement for Vo. It always sucks so much when you get caught like that. It's maximum damage from the shaft. Vo now just trying to do what he does. Even though this map maybe isn't like Vo's strongest map, I would say, I feel like it really does suit his strengths. I mean, he has a lot of strengths as a player, but this really does suit him, as he is such a great mover and fighter. Let's switch over to Jon4thaN, or should we? Yes, we shall. See if he can make anything happen. What is he trying to do? Jon4thaN. It's not looking good, man. You got 15 frags that you need to get in the next 2.5 minutes. Unless he does something absolutely insane. I mean, I say does something insane, he'd have to do something insane about 10 times in a row, so at this point. Ten frags difference, 10 minutes to go. Sorry, 2 minutes to go. It's not an impossible ask. Jon4thaN needs to make something happen, and Vo playing a defensive game, he knows that Jon4thaN needs frags. And it's so well played by Vo. Let's just watch Vo. Like, Vo is playing this perfectly. He knows exactly the position of Jon4thaN, and he switches his playstyle up to this defensive mode where he will just peek and just force Jon4thaN to attack him because he knows Jon4thaN has to. And he gets so much damage out of it. Jon4thaN eventually kills him, but Vo managed to Vo killed like 10 seconds there for one frag. Sorry, killed a minute there for one frag. Expert play from Vo, recognising the situation, and Jon4thaN not being able to capitalise on Vo's position of being out of control. Jon4thaN getting some frags now, but too little, too late. Teleporter, dancing in the teleporter. I have to say, now I've seen 2 games on this map, I'm kind of happy people don't play this map anymore. It's kind of cool, but it's a bit too. I mean, I consider Aerowalk to be quite a fighting and aim dominated map as it is, but this map is that and that some more. Aerowalk does at least have a lot of positional play that goes on a lot of interesting decision making because of the extra elements that are in play, but this map is quite simple. But yeah, in my giving up of the map, Jon4thaN managed to pull that back to 25 to 27 lead. I'd be embarrassed if I was commentating this live for doing that, but I don't think I would. But as a YouTube commentator, that game was very deceptive. I thought that Jon4thaN was done for, but apparently not. He's got some fight left in him. And now let's go on to 1A, which is 3A, which is Vo's pick. So let's go.